Brad Holmes spoke to the media yesterday. How'd it go?
So this is per Kyle Meineke. He tweeted out some things, just some quotes. I listened to it actually yesterday, and there was a lot. The media did a good job. I mean, they asked him regarding the quarterback conversation, free agency, how does he evaluate free agents. Brad even hinted that they're not done in free agency. He said look for maybe one or two more players they're going to constantly be evaluating. But I'm going to read some of these tweets to kind of just summarize some of the things he said. The first tweet that Kyle put out, he said, of note, Brad Holmes said the Lions are in a unique position when it comes to drafting a quarterback, and they've been in communication with Jared about their intentions. He also said, Holmes also explained his side of what happened with Jamal Williams, who said Detroit's free agent offer was, quote, disrespectful. Holmes said Detroit set aside resources to re-sign Jamal Williams, but as the market crystallized, they shifted to David Montgomery.
For those of you that don't know what that means, it means Brad Holmes intended on re-signing Jamal, made a formal offer. Jamal Williams decided that, hey, fuck you, I'm worth more. And Brad Holmes, well, suck my balls. David Montgomery is over there, and he breaks more tackles than you could ever dream of.
Funny you said that, because I didn't read the part where he said specifically cited tackle breaking.
There you go.
You just nailed
welcome.
it. That was the big thing. And also he put at the bottom, he said, asked about Lamar Jackson. Brad Holmes said he always evaluates all good players who are available, but left it at that, which, you know, it's typically most GMs would say the same thing. Another thing I thought was interesting is they kept bringing up his evaluation with prospects that have issues off the field, which clearly we know.
Did he answer or no?
He did. And he said, well, the number one thing I look at is football, the love for the game, number one, accountability, all that stuff. Stuff that we kind of
everything that Jalen Carter hasn't been showing the last 3 months.
Well, accountability could be shown in the meeting when they meet with him. I don't know what they're going to discuss or what, but basically Brad said, listen, it's more about the fit than anything. He mentioned how they haven't gotten to the defensive tackles, so your guy Kalijah Cansey, they haven't gotten to that field, but he says he's very aware, obviously, of Jalen Carter. He watches a ton of film. But still, went through the C.J. Gardner-Johnson signing. Emmanuel Mosley said that if Emmanuel Mosley was healthy, he would have never been able to come to Detroit, considering how he started last season. So they definitely, him and C.J. Gardner-Johnson too. I mean, he said C.J., he was calling C.J.'s agent every day after driving home from work, just checking. Like, hey, did he sign? What's going on? And then that deal started crystallizing as that went on. But yeah, I mean, Brad, I think the most interesting quote here is the quarterback talk, which I think a lot of it is kind of just, it's like smoke.
It's a smoke screen.
Just to try and trade back, possibly.
Even if they really, really want a quarterback, okay? Let's say they really do. And let's say they love a guy.
Uh-huh.
What if a guy is Young or Stroud? Well, they're fucked.
Right.
They're not getting him. Okay. Well, then him saying that, you know, we've been very clear to Jared, well, that's an honest thing to say.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think it's realistic that they take one at 6 and it's Anthony Richardson like everybody wants and loves to believe? I hope not. I really hope not.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Is that'll be a tough pill for me to swallow. I'll swallow a lot of shit. That is one of the things I won't.
Whoa.
Oh, you know, whoa, indeed. That's my point.
Okay. Yeah, JB, that's...
Having said that, okay?
I don't know where this is going.
Having said that, the point is, look, you got Jalen Carter potentially on the board. And I would say even, here, forget potentially. Jalen Carter, Tyree Wilson, Kalijah Cansey. To me, those are the 3 prized possessions at 6th overall for the Detroit Lions, depending on who's available. Depending on your preference. I'm not going to tell you if you draft Carter that you're wrong. I'm not going to tell you that even if you take a chance on Tyree Wilson that you're wrong. I'm not going to do that this morning. What I am going to say and what I am going to do is acknowledge the Lions have addressed their pass secondary.
Mm-hmm.
Gardner-Johnson, Emmanuel Mosley, Cameron Sutton. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. They've re-signed some key players. John Kaminsky, Isaiah Buggs. They still need a dominant, in my opinion, interior pass rusher.
Right.
And I think this defense gets about as close to complete as it gets. I think 6 has to be a pass rusher. I don't see anybody else.